forget to send this out to folks as well. One time I made the mistake of not recording the training and had to do it all over again by myself, which wasn't as exciting. Uh, but cool. Glad to have you guys on. Audio is good, screen is good. Let's get rocking. All right. Cool. So welcome to this evening's training. Learn how I easily and effortlessly sponsor 6 people in 9 days using 3 simple strategies on social media. So before we begin, I got a few questions for you. I just want to know. I love interaction, I love engagement, I love feedback. So I just want to know, why are you here this evening? What are you looking for? What are you hoping to get out of this evening? Just comment in the question box. Let me know because I want to make sure that I reach and answer the questions that you have and fulfill your expectations for this evening's training. So type in the question box. Let me know what you're looking for, what you hope to get out of tonight, and I will do my best to make sure I actually answer those questions and meet your needs tonight, right? So definitely type in the chat box. Let me know what you are, why are you here? What are you hoping to get out of this evening? If you can't find the question box, it's the box that says, hopefully it says questions, I think, or it has a Q sign on it. But type in the question box. Let me know what you were looking to get out of tonight. Okay, so to learn how to recruit on social media. Okay, all right, I'll show you some strategies on that. Seeing to learn how to talk to prospects on social media. Okay, I'll share some tips on that as well. Let me just grab a quick piece of paper to make sure I don't forget these questions that you have. So recruiting and talking to prospects, getting leads on social media. Okay, awesome, cool. We'll definitely address a lot of those questions and concerns. If you have other ones, definitely drop them in the comment box. I'll make sure I'll get to them and add them to the list here. But a few more questions. I see a hand raised. Okay, cool. A few more questions, right? How would it feel if building your business became easy because people saw you as the authority and wanted to join and buy from you? How would that make you feel? Excited, awesome, cool, cool. How would it feel to have a breakthrough in your business, right? Maybe you've been building a business online for quite some time and you've been struggling, right? You're not getting leads, you're not getting sales, you're really just going through the motions and maybe you feel like quitting, right? How would it feel to actually have a breakthrough? Definitely need to get better at signing people up. Okay, Joe, gotcha. We'll definitely share some tips here. Okay, cool. What would that look like? How would it feel if people started reaching out to you rather than you chasing your friends and family and going to the mall and cold calling leads that you might have bought? Imagine not having to buy leads anymore. Imagine having ever never-ending flow of leads coming into your business. Imagine that when you actually called people, they actually were expecting to hear from you. That's powerful, right? Very powerful stuff. What if, how would it feel if you finally could have the business and the life you desired? I'm seeing awesome feeling, amazing feeling, sweet. I love it. I love it. It is possible. It certainly is possible. And so here's a snapshot of what you're going to learn today. I'm going to share with you 3 simple tweaks you can make to your social media profile to stand out from the crowd and become more attractive. A simple 3-step daily routine to connect with people on social media and sponsor them into anything. This is exactly how I was able to sponsor 6 people in the last 9 days. I'm going to share with you how to easily get your prospects from social media and on the phone and close them into your business, right? I'm going to show you exactly how I do that and how you can do the same thing. Then at the end, I'm going to share with you a special opportunity, an exclusive opportunity for 10 serious entrepreneurs to work with me directly. I will personally guarantee that in the time frame that we work together, you will generate at least 3 to 5 leads per day in your business. So Lots of stuff to cover. Very exciting. So I just want to make sure we're all in the right place. Make sure you're in the right place. This training is for you if you truly are ready to have a breakthrough in your business. This training is for you if you're tired of spinning your wheels and feeling stuck and overwhelmed. If you're tired of staring at the computer, not knowing where to start or what to do, this training is for you, right? If you've been doing the same things over and over and over again online, yet not getting results, not getting leads, not getting sales, not getting signups, not making any money, this training is for you. If you are tired of doing whatever else everyone else is doing because your efforts just aren't yielding the result you desire, this training is for you. If you know that you've been put on the planet to do something more than just commute to work and collect the paycheck, and you really want to make an impact in this world, this training is for you. And if you're the type of person who will actually work, if someone laid out a foolproof plan that is proven to get you results, this is the training for you. Now, if those statements does not resonate or connect with you and you feel you're in the wrong place, by all means, you can, jump off the training now and, no harm, no foul, wish you all the best. But if this is something, these statements here resonate with you and you really want to have that breakthrough in your business, then stick around because I got some awesome stuff I'm going to share with you this evening. So we should go for about 60 minutes this evening, maybe a little longer with questions. But for the next 60 minutes, I want you to eliminate all distractions. If you have children, put them to bed. Well, it's kind of early, but put them in front of the TV, put them to bed. Turn off Facebook, Instagram, Skype, Periscope, all the different social media platforms. Just turn them off. Turn off your cell phone, and just pay close attention to the information I'm going to share with you this evening. You want to grab a pen and paper to take some notes because we'll take some notes so you can refer to those notes later, right? Take some notes. And I really want you to eliminate the children. um, I really want you to suspend your disbelief because what I'm going to share with you is absolutely possible for everyone on this training. And you may think to yourself and say to me, Antonio, can it really be that easy? Can it really be that simple, what you're sharing on this training? Can it really be that simple? Suspend your disbelief and believe that it's possible. It's possible to be this easy in terms of building a business from what I share with you this evening. And, engage. I definitely will ask questions along the way, and definitely want to. You guys have been good so far, using the comment box, using the chat box with questions, and definitely want you to engage. And I want this to be a two-way street, not just me talking at you, but if you have questions, definitely put them in the chat box or the question box. I'll definitely get to them, and I want to make sure that you get what you need from this training this evening. Okay, and one quick last thing, here's the deal. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm very, transparent. At the end of this webinar or training, there will be something for sale. You might decide that you'd like me to help you or help implementing what I share with you today. However, I don't want you to invest in it. Now, let me repeat that. I don't want you to invest in it unless I make good on my promise to show you exactly what I did to generate to sponsor 6 people in 9 days. If I do that, then you should take advantage of the limited opportunity that I will tell you about today, and if it's right for you, right? And so, with that, let's dive right into the training. Well, we have more stuff here about me, but why listen to me? Let me go back. Skip the slide. Why listen to me, right? Who am I? So my name is Antonio Thompson. I am from Brooklyn, New York, and I've actually been in the network marketing industry for about 16, about 2 years, two plus years. And, my first year in the industry, I struggled, right? Generated 0 leads, 0 sales, 0 signups, except for, I paid for my mom and my sister to get into my company, which is totally not um, a good move. But I did it, right? Because I didn't want to feel like a loser in this company that I was in, and so I wanted to get somebody in the company. So I sponsored my mom, paid for my mom and sister to use the product and be a part of the company. But for a year, I struggled, right? I did all the things that everyone is doing right now online. I made my list of 100 people. Don't get me wrong, I did that. Talked to my friends and family. All said no. Then I went online and was like, all right. there are billions of people online. Now I can just put my link out there and I'll get tons of buyers, I get tons of sales, and I'll be a top earner in my business. Unfortunately, that was not the case. That did not happen. I did not become a top earner simply by posting my link out there on social media. In fact, I got shut down by social media, by Facebook several times, accused of being a spammer by my friends and family, and got discouraged. And it wasn't until I found, leaders and a platform that, really taught me how to market online, right? I learned how to brand myself online. I learned how to connect with people online. I learned how to really use social media the way it was meant to be used. And so what did that do for my business, right? And so on this next slide here, you'll see some of my results. So I've been able to generate, over 2,500. You can't see it yet. I'm like, this slide changed it or did it? Uh, can you see the screen? 2,500, there we go. 2,500 leads since April 2015. Um, this is from today, actually, 6 leads today, 32 over the last 7 days, 116 leads over the last 30 days. This is my email subscriber list on the right-hand side. I've actually did some removing people from my list. So before it was, I think yesterday I had like 2,000 or so subscribers, but I weeded some people off my list because they haven't been opening my emails. So no point in having them on my list anymore. They're not opening my emails, so kick them off. So this is, what I've been able to do, generating leads, large, very decent size email list. I've also, as you see here, I was able to sponsor 6 business partners in the last 9 days, right? So that's pretty significant. Imagine, what would life be like if you could sponsor 6 people in your business in 9 days, right? Imagine what you could do in 30 days. The information I share with you this evening and the tips I share with you will make it all possible for you. And so when you're, my email box is constantly filled with, obviously some leads, commission notifications, product sales. This is a recent, commission run for an affiliate program that I promote, and this happens for me almost on total autopilot. And a quick disclaimer here: results may vary and require a lot of work, so you got to put in some effort. But this is what's happening for me in my business. I also was featured as member of the month in a program that I promote, affiliate program that I promote. I'm also a now certified coach in this affiliate program, so now I'm actually teaching people how to build their businesses online and helping them to get results. And so things are, looking up for me. But guess what? It always wasn't that way. As I said before, I struggled in my first year in network marketing. Prior to joining the industry, I had spent 5 years working at a college, raising money in the development office. I was a fundraiser, writing grants and working with individual donors, raising money for the school. I was on the 40-40-40 plan, right? I was ready to, saving and getting ready for retirement at some point. But then I realized, life wasn't going to be that grand because, that 40-40 plan, me living off of 40% of my income and trying to pay back my student loans from some, prestigious colleges and universities here in New York seemed very daunting, right? I'd have to get 2, maybe even 3 jobs to pay off my student loans. Couple that with the frustration at work, my boss, be just, I was raising over about $100 million a year for the institution, and every year the goals would increase. So we got more work, so I was overworked and underpaid, right? A low, very mid 5-figure salary, but if I'm bringing in upwards of $100 million a year to this institution, I would at least hope that I would get, more money in my paycheck, but that just wasn't happening. So overworked, underpaid, definitely boss started to have some unrealistic expectations, and then it just became a very toxic environment. How many of you guys can relate to being in a situation where you are frustrated at work, you're overworked, you're underpaid, the environment is toxic, and your boss just has unrealistic expectations? Just by a show of hands. I'm seeing some hands go up. Okay. I'm sure you can relate, right? And so I found, network marketing, And as Eric Warrior says, it it certainly is a better way. And so I jumped in, head first, super excited, ready to, crush it and take on the world. And as I said before, in 16 months, the first couple of months in the industry, I got nowhere, right? I was struggling, didn't really make any money, didn't recruit any reps besides my family members who I paid for, and I was struggling, right? I had spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars going down the rabbit hole trying to find things that would work, and nothing really worked. Um, and it's funny because after, I've been in the industry for 16 months and I was so committed to figuring it out and I was so fed up with my job that I decided to quit my job even before I had results. Almost a year ago, it was actually, I left my job June 2015, and I didn't have the results to quit my job, but I was just tired. I was exhausted, fed up, and I was like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna run with this network marketing thing, hard. I'm gonna learn how to market online. I'm gonna learn how to build this business if it kills me. And so I quit my job in June, almost a year, 2015, and I never, not looking back. Things have been, going very well. And so what did I learn, right? What changed between, those 16 months of struggle to now, right? And so what really changed was that I identified what new reps were being told to do to build their business versus what successful reps and top earners were actually doing. And the secrets, not really secrets, but the information I'm going to share with you this evening are exactly what top earners and successful reps are doing online, not what you're being told, right? And so it starts with, when we're talking about social media here, we're talking about social media. We're not talking about, offline, prospecting and like, going through your warm markets. We're talking about connecting with people on social media. And so the first thing you have to understand about social media is, what is it, right? What is social media? And it's all, I mean, it's really the internet, right? Social media is really just the internet. It's a way of communicating with people. And so this principle, this notion of social media and building a business on social media, you have to understand this one simple concept. And this, if you get nothing from this training, you must get this. Social media is not selling media. Okay? Social media is not selling media. People don't go to social media to shop, right? When's the last, anybody on here, have you gone to social media to actually shop before? Like, you're thinking, oh, I need to get some new sneakers. Let me go to Facebook and see if I can find some sneakers on Facebook. Anybody done that before? By a show of hands. Let me put the hands down real quick, just to be fair. Anyone ever go to Facebook or Twitter, and when they're thinking, hey, I need to go buy some sneakers, let me go to Twitter to go buy some sneakers? Anybody? Crickets. No, right? So you have to understand that social media is not a grocery store. It's not an ATM, right? And so when you really understand and can grasp that concept, you will be successful in business, because social media, the purpose of social media is inherent in its name, social, right? It's a communication platform, right? So when you're on social media, it's about communicating with people. It's about having conversations, about getting to know people, building relationships. That's how I sponsored 9 people, or 6 people in 9 days. I built relationships. I communicated with people. I found their problems. I presented a solution to their problems, and they joined my business, right? I didn't go out there saying, hey, buy my product, join my business opportunity. Here's my link, everybody. It's on my page. It's on my wall. It's in the groups. It's in your messages because I don't know you, but here's my link. Join my business. No, I talk to people like I'm talking to you right now in this webinar. I got to know people, what they do for a living, their family, where they live, where they went to school, what interests they have. I found out what they were struggling with, if they were, struggling with a business that they're building, or if they were like, tired of working their full-time job and looking for other opportunities to make some extra money. I found their problems. And then if the solution I had fit them, I offer them the solution. Now they can choose. They could have chosen, people chose to not say yes, to say no, but I offered a solution, and it was up to them to say, hey, I want to learn more. Tell me more. I want to get started with you. And then we move to the next step. But you have to understand all social media platforms, the internet itself is about connecting with people, building relationships, and uncovering what their needs are, what their problems are, and then providing the solution. Does that make sense, everybody? I just want to make sure you guys really get this, because this is the gist of everything, right? If you get this point, recruiting, getting sales and signups on social media is easy, right? You have to understand that we're human beings, right? We don't go to social media to shop. If we're going to shop, we're going to Amazon.com. We're going to Google to find the latest Jordans, whatever it is, right? We're not on social media to buy stuff, okay? Does that make sense, folks? Make sure we're all good. That was a very long point, but I had to make it. All right, cool, great, awesome. So it all starts with your profile, no matter what platform you're on. No matter what platform you're on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it all begins with your profile. This is what people will see. And so if your profile is you constantly talking about your products, your business opportunity, you are raising resistance. People are not going to want to work with you, or if they are interested in you, they already know the answer to what you're doing. So if you even just talk to them, they're going to go to your profile, check you out, and say, oh, she's in XYZ company. She's selling this product, this tea. Let me go to Google and find out what this thing is about. And if you Google anything, practically anything, you're going to find something negative about it, okay? So it starts with your profile, right? And so I'm using Facebook primarily as the example here because that's how I, have been building my business and, able to recruit people. So I'm going to use Facebook, but it works for any platform, okay? So the first thing is setting up your profile, right? Professional quality photos, right? You got to make sure, not saying you have to spend, hundreds of dollars on getting like a professional photographer to take your picture, but make sure that your profile is of you and pictures of you, very high quality photos, right? You don't want pictures of like random people, your company logo as your profile picture, or your pet or an avatar. You want your profile to be of you, right? Again, I said this in another webinar, probably yesterday I think it was, or a blog post or something, but we hear it all the time. People don't join business opportunities, people join people. And so if I go to your profile and you just messaged me and I go to check you out and I see, a hamburger as your profile picture, I'm not trying to join a hamburger. I want to know who you are. And so I'm going to disregard your message and move on to the next person. But you want to make sure that you have pictures of yourself and very good high quality photos. Also, your cover photo needs to represent your lifestyle and not your company, right? And so I see it all the time online where people are just like promoting their business opportunity, and their cover photo is XYZ company, the best shakes in the world, or they even do they go even further and have like on the bed there's like millions of dollars of cash on the bed, or they have pictures of this fancy car that they don't own, or they have a picture of a mansion that they don't own, right? You want your cover photo to be of your lifestyle, your family maybe, you at the beach with your family or vacation. You want it to be personable. People want to connect and be connected to real people. So make sure you use pictures that represent you and represent your lifestyle. You also want to make sure that a lot of people neglect to do this, but you want to make sure that your profile is completely filled out, right? Your About Me section. This is for Facebook in particular, but it goes for any other social media site as well. Make sure your profile is completely filled out so people know that when you contact them or they reach out to you or they come to your profile, they know they're in the right place. They know that you do X, right? And here's an example of what you can, potentially say in your profile, right? I teach entrepreneurs how to brand themselves, get more leads, and close more sales from social media. Whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you want to be known for, make sure that's included in your About Me section. And share your story, right? People want to be connected with people who have a life, who have some sort of like interesting story. So share with people what you do, what you used to do, what brought you to, helping people lose weight, or brought you to helping people learn to travel the world on, a shoestring budget, whatever it is. Share your success story. Share how you can help people succeed, right? This is going to be about you attracting people to you, all right? You also want to make sure, you think about who it is you want to attract, right? People who put um, pictures of like their products, or even pictures of cash and like cars and fancy cars on their on their profiles. They're attracting the type of person. They're attracting people who are looking for that fast and easy kind of money. And it's possible in the industry. I'm not saying that it's not, but when you attract people who are attracted to that quick and fast results, and they don't get that quick and fast results when they get started, they quit, right? So you want to make sure that you are very clear about who you're looking for. And we'll talk about this later on about, target audience and that kind of stuff. But you want to make sure your profile, is very clear about, who it is you want to attract to you. What does that person look like? What do they enjoy, right? Will that person be attracted to you when they come to your profile? One thing you could do is actually have a friend review your About Me section, just to make sure it's clear, it makes sense, and that it's something that will be attractive to the person, the outside reader who's looking at your profile. Okay, you got to make sure that it's about you online. It's not about your company. It's not about your products. No one, to be quite honest, no one cares. No one cares about your company. No one cares about your products. What they care about is you and how you're going to help them. Get that again. They care about you and how you are going to help them. So more stuff, setting up your profile, contact information, making sure you have people have a way to get in contact with you, right? So you want to make sure that either your email is there, your website. You definitely want to make sure you have your website, your blog, your own website, not your company's website. Because what's going to happen is they're going to go to that page, click on it, see what the company is about, see what it is, and they're not going to contact you. So when you have your own website, definitely have your own blog there. Having a phone number, I use a Google Voice number there, so people have a way to get in touch with me through Google Voice. I don't put my personal number there because there's some crazies out there, so I just use my Google Voice number. But definitely at the bare minimum, having your email address and a link to your personal website there is critical. Then you also want to connect your fan page to your personal page. So it says, instead of it saying, you work at XYZ company, you work at your fan page, right? Because once again, you don't want to give away too much information about your company up front. You want to hold that close to the vest, right? You want people to actually come to you and ask you, hey, Antonio, I see your post online about, whatever it is, health and wellness, losing weight. Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing. Then I can have a conversation with them about my company on the phone or in a message, and direct and see the conversation. When you put information out there about your company without them having to talk to you, you lose them, right? They're going to make a decision without you. And so you want to be involved in the conversation. You want to be involved in directing, how they learn about what you're doing, right? And so here's some examples of some profiles that I think are pretty good. This is one of my coaches, mentors, Adam Chandler. Very simple profile. This is him, in a Jeep, I think, and him in some, park or something. Simple, right? Another one. This is Cesar Rodriguez. He's got married recently. Picture of him and his Snapchat code and his wedding party. See, it's about his life, right? Nothing, fancy, in terms of like fancy cars or like, about his company. You can't even tell what company he's in. Here are some examples of non-effective profiles, right? I hope none of these people are on here, but I picked these up the other day, or just took a screenshot of these the other day. But you can tell exactly what Leanne is doing. I just go and Google Acne Labs, and okay, I made a decision if I want to get started or not. Same thing with this one. She's in Avon. It's pretty clear she's in Avon. Now I know if she contacts me, she'll be talking to me. If she contacts me and she's a stranger, she's trying to get me to do some Avon. Very clear, right? Another one, uh, Cindy, right? I know it's Herbalife, so if Cindy reaches out to me, I don't know Cindy. She's gonna be trying to get me and pitch me into her Herbalife business or get me to buy some products from her, right? You see, you want it to be about you, right? No one care. I don't really care. I don't care about the company. If I have a problem, I don't care about what the product. I mean, I care what the products are, but I care about who you are and how you're going to help me. That's the biggest thing I care about. Just some quick advanced, tips. If you do some of that, if you do like two or three of those things I just mentioned in the previous slides, you will stand out from the 98, 99% of people online who are marketing ineffectively, right? You make those simple tweaks, changing your cover photo, changing your profile picture. If your profile picture cover photo is of your company or some other thing, if you do those things, you will stand out from the crowd. If you take down the images of the before and after pictures on your profile where you're, promoting your shakes and promoting your tea, whatever it is, you will definitely see a drastic change in the types of people that you connect with. And when you do reach out to people, you'll find that people will actually respond back to you when you message them, right? Oftentimes when you message some, this happened to me in the past when I was, marketing ineffectively, inappropriately, not inappropriately, but effectively online. I messaged someone and I bet they went to my profile, checked out my profile, saw that I was in, XYZ company because I had it all plastered over my profile. My name was even the company's name with Tony at the end. And they probably saw my message and was like, he's doing that thing. I'm not going to respond to his message, right? So when you make those small changes, you'll see people start to respond back to you. You'll see people engaging with your posts when you post stuff. It will be a transformational change in your business. So some advanced tips. You can add some in your cover photo, add some social media links and some direction arrows to your call to action button. You can add call to action buttons to your profile, your Facebook fan page profile. You can add some featured videos, and you can install some apps on your fan and business page. Right, these are some advanced things you can consider. Don't have to do them, but something to consider. Right, here's an example of cover photo call to action. There's a link, not a link, but an arrow pointing to sign up. There's the call to action button, sign up. You have various options in terms of the call to action button. Basically, this is getting people to click a button and taking them someplace else. It can be to sign up for your newsletter. It could be to book a coaching call with you. It could be to watch a video. It could be to contact you. Several things that you can do in terms of getting people to take a next step from your Facebook fan page. These are some of the things that I've used before. One is a Facebook cheat sheet. The other one is a training for Facebook live streams. The other one is one that I created that I have currently on my fan page where people can actually schedule a coaching session with me, a free 15-minute coaching session. I'll answer questions. I'll direct them on some sort of path on what they are looking to achieve in their business. We'll have a 15-minute coaching call. So people can schedule a free 15-minute coaching call with me through Facebook. Here's some other options, with the apps and featured video. If you look on the left-hand side, the arrow here, you have the marker, the arrow here, circle. This is the featured video here. These are the particular apps here that you can install. So a lot of things you can do on the advanced Facebook side of things, but for the most part, as long as you can get your profile professional and it's all focused on you, that'll make the world of a difference in your business, okay? Any questions thus far? I want to make sure that I am conscious. Let me just make sure there's nothing in the chat box that I didn't see. Any questions about anything I just said? We're going to dive right now into, obviously you got to find prospects on social media, right? So I'm going to share with you how I actually find prospects, what I actually say to them, and then I'm going to go into a live demo where I might do one or two examples of how I connect with people using Facebook. Is that cool? Would that be cool for you guys and gals? Yes, yes, cool, awesome. All right, so So you've done your profile, you have it, set up where it's professional and it looks good. The next question is, all right, so we got that. How do we find prospects, right? How do you find the perfect prospect? Now, before we actually go into, actually going through, we're using Facebook particularly. So before we go into actually how to find prospects on Facebook, you got to really understand that you must first define your target, your customer avatar, right? And basically, this is the person you are looking for, right? To do this, you have to actually find your target audience, your avatar, your customer profile, whatever you want to call it. Um, you have to clearly identify what it is you're trying to sell, right? What is it you're trying to sell? Who is most likely to buy, and where do they hang out, right? You have to decide if you're selling health and wellness, okay, that's great. Oh, if you're selling health and wellness, if you're selling a health product, um, you got to figure out, okay, who needs this product? And saying anyone and everyone needs this product is a very poor approach to marketing. Yes, everyone may need to lose weight and eat healthier. The question is, does everybody want to eat healthier and lose weight? Right? You want to find groups of people online who actually want what you have. It makes marketing and selling much easier when you have people who actually want what you have, right? So think about, the people who need what you want. What are they? Is there a specific? Are they a specific gender? Do they a specific age range? Is there certain experiences they have? Different goals. You want to identify, what kind of places your perfect avatar would be hanging out in, right? What what books do they read, right? What kinds of activities do they enjoy? What other leaders and Facebook pages do they follow? You'll notice when we get into, actually searching on Facebook that you can find people who read a certain book and also like a certain page, right? So you can really hone in on those interests and really find people that are really highly, highly targeted and interested in what you have to share. Now, when you are, looking for people online or in, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, you want people who are active, right? You want people who are, engaged, people who are responding to, comments and likes, people who are, posting regularly. You don't want people who are just like on the platform every 6 months. They're not gonna, I mean, they're not active. They're not, engaged, right? You want people who are actually responding and commenting and liking stuff and sharing stuff because those people are actually gonna be, responding to your stuff. So you want to connect with them. I would hope you don't want negative people, right? Anyone who's um, a negative Nancy, a whining Willie, a hating Harry, me personally, I'm just not gonna message them or follow them because I don't want to work with them, right? If they're so like negative about life and like, crying about, the man keeping them down and the government, negative stuff, right? I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. I want positive, uplifting people. I want people who are, looking for more in life, people who are empowering, people who are leaders, and I would hope that you would want that too in your business, right? You want people who are going to be leaders, right? You want people who are going to potentially have similar interests as you, right? You want empowering people they're going to be excited to work with you, not people who are going to be, oh man, I got a prospect today. I have to go online and create some content. No, you want people that are excited about life, people who are excited about, the possibilities of the future of their life, right? So look for people online who are, and you can find them. It's very easy to find empowering people, right? I'll show you exactly where I get, have my best conversations and where I find cool people. And they're not the Debbie Downers and the negative people. You want to find people who have similar interests as you, right? And so this will help you to start conversations easily with people when you find those who have similar interests like you, right? So if you're into music, cycling, let's say surfing, um, traveling, whatever your interests are, you want to connect with those people, right? And so you can actually do some searches through Facebook, the search bar, and find people who have an interest in cycling, but also have an interest in weight loss, or have an interest in cycling, but also have an interest in network marketing or entrepreneurship, right? And so when you find these people, you can then have a conversation that starts with the low resistance interest, right? So you can talk about music, you can talk about cycling, talk about surfing. You can talk about entrepreneurship, right? But you find things that are similar that can help you break the ice naturally and easily with that person. You also want to stay away from politics and people with strong opinions. That's just my personal opinion, especially given where we are as a country in this current election cycle. But you know, you want to stay away from politics, strong opinions, go into conversations about religion, and politics turn out to not be the best approach oftentimes because they turn into arguments if you are on one side or the other. So I just stay away from them, completely. Bottom line is you're looking for leaders, go-getters, those who desire more than simply excuses, people who are open. And, the industry and profession is for people who want to change their lives. And, there are people everywhere online who have this sort of, strong and aspirational and empowering personality, and you can find them on social media. Now that you found your, perfect avatar, there are several ways that you can find prospects, especially on Facebook, right? There are Facebook groups, people are part of specific groups, either public or private. There are fan pages. You can use the graph search. And I'll show you exactly what the graph search is, where you can find people based on interests and fan pages they follow. Your own personal profile and fan page are filled with people who are, sharing. If you're sharing value and content on your profile, you'll have people engaging with your post. So these are people who are raising their hands saying, hey, I like your content. I like what you're putting out there. Talk to me. Tell me more. Again, so people who, again, this is golden nuggets here, right? So people who have commented on my post, likes, share my post, I engage with them, right? I start conversations with them. And some of those have turned into business partners. So you got to be, aware of where people are, what they're saying on your page, engaging with them, connecting with them, and reaching out to them and seeing, what's going on. Why, say thank you for liking my post. What's up? How you doing? Very simple conversations. Again, from that first slide I showed you about social media, your goal is not to sell, right? Selling is, at the end of the day, they're going to sell themselves, right? I'm going to talk about closing, and it's not really you closing people. They close themselves because they tell you what they're struggling with, right? They'll tell you, I just had a baby and I can't get rid of this baby weight. Or, they'll tell you, man, my credit score is dismal. I want to get it better. I wish I knew some way how to do it. When you build a relationship, when you build rapport, when you have conversations, they will tell you exactly what their problems are. Man, I've been building this business online for 5 years and I haven't gotten a lead yet. Wow, really? You've been building for 5 years and you haven't gotten a lead yet? Well, where are you learning how to market online? Solution. They present the problem. If you have a solution, present it, and they will sell themselves on what you have to offer. It's so easy. Friend requests and followers, right? Another key. When people are sending you friend requests and follows, right? Start a conversation. They reached out to you, right? Hey, thanks for, notice you sent me a friend request. Cool. Why did you send me a friend request? What inspired you to connect with me? Start a conversation, right? Again, social media is about being social, not about selling, okay? So when we talk about authority pages, there are several pages out there where you can find high quality prospects, high quality people to talk to. Now, depending on what you are promoting, what you're sharing, what are you selling, there are authority figures in every niche, right? So this particular slide here is more geared to entrepreneurs and people who are empowering, and so I'm connecting with people who are looking for more in life and like want to better their lives. So I follow Tony Robbins, an entrepreneur, and Zig Ziglar. They're posting content, pretty much every day. And so I will simply go to those pages and engage with other followers, right? I'll, like somebody's post, I'll comment on it, I'll share some, I don't know, some value, I'll respond to something, and then I'll connect with people. I won't necessarily just like out of the blue just like add people as a friend. I won't do that, but I'll start conversations with people responding to their comments and saying, "Oh, that was an awesome, point you brought up. So this is why I thought it was awesome," right? I'll provide some additional context and value on top of what they have just shared. And you can do that on any authority page, whether it's someone who's big in finance like Susie Orman or what's the other guy's name? Can't remember his name offhand, but Robert Kiyosaki or the other guy, the other financial guy, right? If you're in credit or financial wellness or health and wellness, right? You can comment on people insanity, whatever the guy's name. I'm blanking, but you know what I mean? So you can find authorities in any niche and like those pages because those followers are interested in that niche. And so when you engage with them, when you share value, when you comment, when you like their stuff, they'll most likely go back to your fan page or your personal page and check you out. That's why it's important that your personal page is professional and high quality. Because when you start to engage in other people's pages and following and commenting and liking on their stuff, they're going to check you out. They're going to stalk you. It's just what it is. They're going to stalk you to find out who you are. And if your profile is filled with, your company and whatever product that you're selling, they're going to be turned off, right? So definitely profile picture, make sure it's, profile is banging and like, it's professional, it's well written, and you will attract people to you. Facebook groups, right? There are groups on practically anything and everything online. If your niche is travel, there's several travel groups. Join the travel group. Start engaging with people in the travel group. If your niche is more travel divas, travel lifestyle, if that's your niche, travel company, connect with people in the travel company, in the travel group, right? Provide value. Share something of interest in the group. Comment on other people's posts. Start some conversations. If you are in health and fitness, right? Health and wellness. This is another one. There's a health and wellness. There are literally groups on everything or anything you can imagine on Facebook. There is even a basket weaving group. If you are the world's greatest basket weaver, and you've got something you want to share and sell with an audience, well, my friend, you can find a basket weaving group. Start providing value in that group. This group has 723 members. Provide some value in that group, tons of value, tons of content. Hit them with some. This is a Gary Vaynerchuk method, but keep jabbing them with some content, some value, and then give them a right hook with something for sale, and you can make some serious money online, right? Provide value, tons of value. Get them to the next step where you can actually sell them something, right? But there's groups literally on any subject, any topic, any niche you can imagine online. And if your product, your service, or opportunity is a fit for them, for that group, you can connect with people, start conversations, bring that traffic from Facebook and move that onto your website or a capture page or even a phone conversation. Find out what the problems are and provide the solution. Simple as that. Simple as that. More Facebook groups. Robert Kiyosaki Network Marketing Room. If you are, in the industry, in the professional network marketing, and you were looking to, recruit network marketers or help network marketers, joining network marketing groups, there's tons of them online. Join a group, connect with people, share with them. Powerful stuff. This is my own personal group, Network Marketing Professionals. Feel free to join. We share value and tips on how to, grow a business online for network marketers. Check it out. Provide value, connect with people, share content, and then, build relationships. And if people have problems, struggles, or challenges, they'll tell you, and then if you have a solution for them, you offer that solution. Simple as that. This is plain and simple how I recruited or sponsored 6 people in 9 days through conversations. Nothing special. No fancy scripts, no fancy, capture page or a funnel or traffic source or ad. Conversations, right? I wish I didn't even take the screenshot of some of the conversations, but basically starting out, building a relationship with someone I met in a group, someone I met on my fan page, someone that sent me a friend request, started a conversation. That conversation went from, "Hey, how are you? What prompted you to reach out to me? What do you do for a living? How long you been doing that? You must like it, right? What else do you do? Do that? That's cool. One time I did that too. Yeah, cool. How's it going? Not very well. Oh, not very well. What seems to be what's going on? What's the challenge? Where are you struggling? Or what's going to get you to the next level, right? Well, I've been struggling to get customers. I've been struggling to get leads. I've been struggling with connecting with people online. Oh, really? I had that same problem, but what I found out? I found something that can help with that. You open to take a look at it? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Simple. It's not brain surgery. It's not brain science. It's not that hard. Another way, to find prospects, the Facebook search bar. You may or may not know of this, but basically you can use a search bar on Facebook to find people with an interest, right? So you can find this one is for people who like travel and leisure and live in Brooklyn because I'm from Brooklyn, and let's say I'm in a travel company. I want to find people who like to travel, so I'm gonna put this in the search bar, search for people who like to travel and live in Brooklyn and connect with them. You also do people who like your fan page. You can do people who this is a book, Think and Grow Rich and Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre. You can also do people who just like scuba diving and Eric Worre. See that there's that interest thing again, right? So if you are a diving aficionado and you want to connect with fellow scuba divers who also are in the network marketing profession or who like Eric Worre, and you want to connect with them, perfect combination, right? You connect with them, you start talking about scuba diving. You don't even talk about network marketing. Let that come up later. Talk about scuba diving. You find that interest, you build that rapport, and then we'll gradually transition into what they do for a living, what they do on the side part-time, right? Powerful stuff, powerful stuff. Here's another, people who like Network Marketing Pro, another example, right? From the graph search. Here's the thing. You want to follow the person, not friend them, because Facebook is a platform that one is all about the user experience, right? And so if you are friending people you don't know and they don't respond to you, it kind of has a negative impact on you, right? So if you have tons of friend requests, you could be friend requests that haven't been accepted by other people that you sent them to. You could be placed in Facebook jail simply for that, right? So just don't add people as friends. Simply just follow them. That they'll get a notification saying that you follow them, and typically what happens is you follow them, they'll go ahead and add you as a friend because they think you're going to join them in business. So that's why you followed them. So you can do that. Again, your Facebook profile and fan page are great ways to find hot leads. Right? I'm posting value, posting some quotes, I'm posting some funny stuff, and people respond, right? When people respond, I reach out to them, right? I connect with them. This one on the left-hand side is about French fries. Tons of comments. I connect with everybody and say, hey, you like curly fries? Awesome, that's pretty cool. Let's talk some more. And I don't say it like that, but we have a conversation. You know what I mean? More, posts, right? Just people are liking and commenting on my stuff. You got to engage with them, have a conversation, get to know them. What do you say when you connect with your leads, right? So I did include some messages in this presentation, and you'll see them here, right? This one on the left-hand side, this is a person that I spoke with probably a while ago, but he was in a Robert Kiyosaki group, and it's probably last year, I think. He was in Robert Kiyosaki group. I saw he posted something, and I just said, I came across your profile through your comment on Robert Kiyosaki's page. You seem like a pretty sharp guy and interesting entrepreneur. So that's why I'm reaching out. You're in Austin. Oh, it says you're Austin. You're in Austin. Nice. I love the city. I love the city. I was actually there for a conference back in August. Just curious, what do you do? Simple. This one on the right, Lisa, she actually did join a while ago in business that I promote. She requested me. She accepted. A friend requested her because she actually liked my fan page. So I sent her a message saying, "Hey, Lisa, thanks for accepting my friend request and for liking my fan page. How are you?" We started a conversation, right? Conversation goes on, just getting to know her, and she eventually joined my business opportunity. Here's this example of something you can use as a sample when you're starting conversations with people you don't know. You want to make it personable, right? Because you have that when you reach out to people online, you're going to find out something that's engaging and interesting on their profile. So you're going to reference that, right? So I basically say, hey, blank the name. Hey, blank, how's it going? I see that you are self-employed, right on, cool. So I thought I would shoot you a message. I love to travel and take my business with me. Transforming lives by providing massive value is what I do, and I love connecting with other entrepreneurs. You can never have, enough like-minded people in your close circle. What's your story, if you don't mind sharing? Send me your friend request. This is something that you can use. Very simple. I've used it before. It works. I would customize it a bit to fit you and your personality. Um, Here's just a simple initial message construction. Don't copy what I share, but use it as a guide. You definitely want to check out their profile first. Um, you know, I think let me go back to this actually. So about scripts and stuff. So the scripts are great as a foundation, right? But you want to utilize scripts and find your voice with those scripts, right? If you utilize scripts, they will get overdone by people, right? So if everyone's using the same, I mean, you go in these trainings and people just kind of just copy and paste word for word what the trainer says and use it online, and so they get overdone, they get used, and it becomes spammy, right? So you want to come up with your own personalized message suited to how you speak with others. Use slang, some jargon, and don't make the what you call it the message so perfect, right? You don't have to have perfect grammar. Humans aren't perfect. So if you miss a period, a comma, or you miss a word, like I call the guy Austin instead of saying you're from Austin, it's perfectly fine. You're human, right? But you want to check out their profile first, find something you connect with, and then just be original and authentic, right? And always end with a question and a smiley face, right? So you want to, you know, uh, get the person to respond to your message by responding to a question, and not just a yes or no question, a question that requires a bit more detailed, right? And then you always want to ask them to send you a friend request as well. And then reverse engineer conversation, right? So get to know the person, try to overcome some challenges, reverse engineer their pain, right? So if they have a struggle and pain, um, when you go into sharing your opportunity or whatever it is you're going to share with them, you can reverse engineer those pains and desires, right? So if they told you, I'm struggling to lose weight and I feel like my wife doesn't find me attractive, and you have something with health and wellness, with a health and wellness product that can help them lose weight, you can basically just reverse engineer what they just shared with you as their problem to get them to take the next step to be ready to join you in your business or buy your product, right? Again, never send friend requests. Ask the person to send you a friend request in your initial message. You can follow them if possible, but if they don't friend request you, oh well, move on, right? Like I said before, sending a friend request is the quickest way to get placed in Facebook jail. Any questions thus far on this? I've been going for a while. I didn't really ask you guys if you had any questions, if this was making sense, if you had any specific thing questions that you want me to answer right now. If not, I'll keep rolling through. Um, all right, I see. I'll keep going then. We're almost done. Um, So to avoid Facebook jail, send about 10 messages per hour, space them out about 30 seconds a piece. You don't want to seem like you're a robot pasting quickly, quickly, quickly on your profile. Facebook's robots will be like, uh-oh, something's going wrong. You'll get sort of like a notification about like, hey, how many giraffes do you see in this picture? That's when you don't need to slow down, right? When you start seeing those things pop up. Try to connect with 40 people new, try to connect with 40 new people a day, right? That's easy to do. I just shared with you several ways to find people, right? Your Facebook profile, Facebook groups, the graph search, um, authority pages. It's very easy to do. You may be thinking, what about the other folder? Don't people miss messages in those filter boxes in the message request folder? Yeah, but the people who know what they're doing on Facebook and on these social media sites, they know what to do, and so that's those people you want to connect with. Okay. So you may be wondering, what do you post? I mean, be interesting. You can do things like click like if you think uh, the Knicks will win the NBA championship this year. Um, pictures, positive quotes, sharing value, blog posts, articles, training, webinars, and create curiosity. Joe asks, how do you feel about the Facebook business groups, or some call them the spam groups? I feel it depends on what you are promoting. I think there are great groups if you are providing value to help those people in those spamming groups build better businesses. So if you, let's say, for instance, you are, in an affiliate program that provides, training and courses and help to generate leads and market better online. I use those groups um, daily to connect with people that are struggling, because everyone that's posting, before and after pictures and constantly sharing their links in those groups are struggling, right? And so I reach out to people and I say, hey, just saw you posted about, XYZ company with the link. Just curious, how's that been working for you? Are you getting a lot of people to sign up for your business this way? I ask questions. The person who asks, I mean, if you want to have success, ask a lot of questions, right? Because then people will realize that what they're doing is ineffective, or they won't realize it and keep doing the same thing, and then you just move on. But when I'm in those spammy groups, I ask questions. I say, "Oh, just saw your post about this company, and you looking for, 5 new business partners. How's that going for you? Are you getting a lot of responses in the group?" Clearly, I know they're not, because no one's liking it, no one's commenting on it, no one's, they're struggling because they keep doing it over and over again, and they're not getting any results. Hope that answers your question, Joe. And so the Facebook blueprint for success. This is for Facebook only. So, definitely ensuring that your profile fan page is set up, correctly. Define your perfect avatar. Focus on developing relationships. This is key. This is how I was able to generate 6 new business partners. Focus on developing relationships with people, sharing value and relevant content on your profile daily, and then rinse and repeat, right? Very simple stuff. So how do you get their phone number? This is key, right? So after you've built relationships, after had conversations on social media with people, and it's time to take them to the next step, right? Most likely, they won't uh, you won't close them, and they won't join your business on social media. That's just the way it is. That just may not happen. It can happen from time to time, but it may not happen. And so you want to I actually encourage you to get them on the phone, right? And so how do you get their phone number? Well, very simple. You ask for it. It's not that hard. You ask for it, right? And so you don't have to necessarily get their cell phone number or their home phone number, but there are various ways that you can actually communicate with them on the phone, right? There's Facebook voice call, there's Skype, there's Google Hangout. Um, then you have their phone number, right? If you ask someone, during the conversation and they're open to what you just presented or shared with them, you can say, hey, let's jump on a quick Facebook call and I can share with you more about X, Y, and Z. Or hey, let's jump on a quick Skype call where I can actually share my screen and show you what this is all about and how it can work and help you in your business, right? And so you're going to close more, not close, you're going to when you get people on the phone, it makes it real for them, right? Because on the computer, you still can seem like, you're not a real person, and it's not, as personable online, right? So I always encourage folks that I work with to get them on a call or a Facebook voice call or a Skype call or a Google Hangout and then talk with them so they can feel comfortable that there's actually a real person behind the computer, right? So very simple. Just ask them for it. Hey, let's jump on a quick call so I can share with you more about this. It's easier for me to go through it on the phone instead of typing, right? Or my hands are getting tired. Let's just jump on the call. I can tell you all about it. Just simple stuff like that. So if you guys are cool, I'll do a live demo on exactly how I connect with people online. And then we can wrap it up, put a bow on this, and call it a night. So I'll go on to, let me just grab the mouse here, and I'll show you a quick live demo of me just doing stuff on Facebook. All right, get out of that. Let's go into Facebook. And I do this every day, and it takes less than 30 minutes. Very, very straightforward, very easy, and very simple, right? So the first thing I'll do, and I'm not going to do this today because I did it already. You can see my screen, right? Cool, we got Facebook going. All right. So, oops, what do I do? I would actually go and send private messages to everyone who had a birthday. I've done these already today, so I'm not going to do it again. But I'll show you what I did to, let's do Karen. Oops, I'm going to open his profile to do it. So basically what I do, I just send a message saying, because it's an opportunity for me to connect with people I haven't spoken to in a while. And see what's going on. So I basically just say, hey Karen, happy birthday, I hope you're well and having an amazing day, big plan to celebrate, to start a conversation, right? That's basically what I would do for birthdays. I do that every day. Anyone that sends me a friend request, I'll send them a message before I accept them. For instance, Jeff, I sent him a message earlier today. He sent me a friend request, and I simply said, I'm going to follow him too. I'll follow him. I sent him a friend request saying, hey Jeff, just noticed you sent me a friend request. Cool. Just curious, what inspired you to connect with me? I won't accept him until they respond. So as you can see here, I've got quite a few pending friend requests. 411 friend requests. So unless they respond, I'm going to start deleting some of these. But if they don't respond to my message, I ain't got time for them. So that's what I do. And so that's my basic routine there. So friend requests and birthdays. And then I'll go into some groups, right? I'll pick a group or two. Let's go find one. Let's see. Let's check this out. So I'll go into a Facebook group, and this is one of the spammy groups, basically people promoting their opportunity. And I'll basically just read someone's post, and I'll comment or I'll send them a message. So I'll use this one as an example. James. 20% cashbacks it's no MasterCard say saving will be big peeps. Some people the opportunity to get money back for what they already do is unreal for times information. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open his profile. I'm gonna just check him out real quick, see if he's active, see if he's doing stuff. He's in Puerto Rico, okay. He's pretty active. And he's posting things every day. So what I'll do is I'll follow him first, and then what I'll do is I'll go back to the group. I'll hover over his I can't do it because it's not showing up. I was gonna say I would message him directly from here, but it's not showing up. So to go back to his profile and hit message here, so that'll pop up. So I'll just say, hey James, just saw your post in the Georgia moms and dads looking to work from home group about Savion. That's what it's called. Savion. Just curious, from this post, are you getting a lot of people asking you for more information? I teach marketing, online marketing, so I'm always wondering online marketing. So I'm always curious about what strategies are working online. Simple, right? So I'll send it to him. And I'll just keep scrolling through. I'll change the messages up based on the person that what the post is. Sometimes I'll comment directly on the post itself. So if you're 25 or older and not taking over, I'll put a comment on this one. I'll follow her. Actually sent me as a friend request. I wonder if she responded to. Nope, she didn't. What I'll do, I'll confirm her as a friend, and then I'll put a comment on her post. So I'll confirm her as a friend. And I'll say, oops, the wrong name. Say something like, cool, what's her name? Cindy. Cool, Cindy. Just accepted your friend request. Just curious, how are things going? Replexus. I'm just curious. Yeah, sure. Why not? Tell me more. Sometimes I'll be like, what's the word I want to use? Sometimes I'll just like, try to learn more, right? And so I know this person is not doing well in their business because this marketing approach doesn't work. So I'm going to follow her, and I'm going to say, because I want to talk to her and see, how things are going. I'm going to say, awesome, Peggy. Her name is Peggy. Sounds interesting. Tell me more. And so what Peggy's going to do, she's going to message me and basically spill all the beans about our company in like a dissertation, like 20 pages dissertation. And I'm just going to try and, I'm not going to really, I'm going to read it, but I'm going to try to get to know more about her, right? I'm not really going to talk about her company and joining her business. I'm really going to get to know her and what's going on in her business, what's going on in her life, because from this particular post, this obviously isn't working for her, right? She's probably not getting the result. Most likely she's not getting the results in her business, okay? So that's what I would do in groups. Now, if I go to authority pages like, let's say Todd Falcone, this is one that I've been using recently. Any questions about this? Does it all make sense? Cool, cool. All right, so you can do this with any authority pages. Todd Falcone just happens to be, a network marketer, a leader in the industry. You can do this with any kind of what you call it, any kind of post, or not post, but authority page. And so I will just, um, go through his post that he's shared. I'll look and see what's going on. What's one thing you've always wanted to accomplish that's heavy on your mind and hasn't happened yet? Um, so I always wanted to write a book. All right, so these are more. Play the clarinet. It's a good one actually, because I play the trumpet. So Samantha and I have something in common. Look at that. So I'm gonna actually follow her. I'm gonna like this, and I'm gonna reply. Hey Samantha. So I can't tag her. Very cool. Cool. I actually play the trumpet. You know, it's never too late to pick up an instrument. Instrument. Never too late to pick up an instrument. You should definitely um, pursue that dream. Just curious, what else do you want to do? What else? Curious, what do you do? I'll send her a message. Let me think. It's never too late to pick up an instrument. Feel free to add me as a friend, and I'll say your fellow musician. Okay? So I'm building relationships. I'm building rapport, right? You can do this on any group, any Facebook authority page, right? So if I were to go to, um, let's go to another one. Ray Higdon. Let's go to his page. Any authority that you know, I'm gonna do Ray Higdon and I'll do Gary Vaynerchuk because he's an entrepreneur and he's not in the network marketing industry, but he has tons of great people and prospects on his page. If at first you don't succeed, try doing what your coach told you the first time. Spot on. I replied to that already. But what else would I'll do? I'll comment on other people's posts like I just did, or I'll just share some value on top of the post. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to find something cool. If you give it with the first time show, you're really not ready to be successful. Okay, that's a good one here. Um, so I'll say something like, I'll write something. And I'll share with you another way to actually connect and follow people as well. If you give it the first time struggle, you're really not ready to be successful. Um, success. Success. What do I want to say? Um, I don't know what I want to say. If you give it the first time struggle, you're really not ready to be successful. I'll say powerful. I don't know who said it, but someone once said, um, success, I'm going to butcher this quote, but success is going from struggle, I'm butchering this, but struggle, from each struggle and failure with enthusiasm. If you're, can't spell. If you're not prepared to fail. Well, that's a good one. If you're not prepared to fail, you're not prepared to succeed. Oh, boom. Oh, come on. If you're not prepared to fail, you're not prepared to succeed. Okay, cool. All right. So I'll put that there. Boom. Then I'll comment on like somebody else's post. This one makes me laugh. I had no idea we could actually be addicted to struggle. Face palm. Okay. 6 comments. Never mind. Won't comment on that. All right, we're done there. But here's another thing too. So I just commented on that post, right? And so if I go here, I can now also follow people who like this stuff, right? And so I'm building, some more people on my list here, or my Facebook follow follow whatever you call it here, followers, right? And so what will happen when I follow people, if I can, let's see. Some people you can follow directly from like him. I'll follow him. They'll check out your profile and they'll follow you back. I want to follow him. So you can do that. Okay? You can follow people from people's posts. Let's do one more and then we'll go back to the PowerPoint. Any questions about what I'm doing here? So Gary Vaynerchuk is another entrepreneur, super entrepreneur, tons of, cool people on his profile. Um, So I mean, he's always sharing content and value, and so I basically do the same thing. Go through his profile, see what people are saying and commenting. I'll reply, I'll comment as well, and then I'll go ahead and follow a few people who are on his page. That's basically what I will do. People who I think are sharp and cool, that I might want to get to know better. And so as I get to know them, I'll understand what their problems or struggles are, and go from there. And then the other thing I'll do is on my own page, I'll engage with people who comment and like my stuff. So you see that's very, very simple. The thing is, I mean, as I said before in the beginning, social media is about building relationships, right? You have to, have those conversations and take them through a process, right? You build relationships, you get to know them, you uncover what their struggles and challenges are, and if you have something to offer them as a solution, you provide that solution to them. Let me just see if anybody wrote me back. All right, here's a real live example. Okay, he wrote back. So I said to him, hey, James, just saw your profile, whatever. Curious from the field we're getting teach marketing, so I'm curious about learning what's working online. What's good? You looking to get money online? All right, so this is live. Hey James, how are you? I can already tell that this might not be not a good conversation, but a conversation that translates. I'm not going to prejudge. Let me stop. So we'll play this out for a minute or two, and then I'll stop, and we can go on to the end of the the PowerPoint, so you can see how this plays out. But I'm going to ask him, how are you? How's he doing? See if we can get conversation onto a normal conversation, not just talking about business. He may stay on business though, but I'm gonna see where he goes because I want to uncover how long he's been doing this, what's really going on in his life. I see he's from Puerto Rico. I want to get to know him, and he may just keep it on the business side and ask me if I want to make money, because it's so clear that he's making lots of money. But we'll see. Are you getting value out of this, guys? Are you getting value from this training? Okay, send me a picture. I'm great, thanks. Couldn't be better. You tell me. Okay. Better than amazing. I see you're in Puerto Rico. Because I can tell this conversation is going to go nowhere. Okay. But yeah, I'll entertain him for another 30 seconds. Uh, cool. He's going to come back. Hey, do you want to make money or not? We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I guess my here's rule of thumb. Most people that post, things like this in groups are pretty. I'm not prejudging, but most people are struggling. Um, awesome. What did you do? Okay, so another 30 seconds and I'll move back to what do you do back in Baltimore? See, I'm just trying to build relationships and get a conversation going. I don't care about, his $1 million view from the balcony. I just know from what he's posting that um, he is, not marketing effectively online. So maybe he needs some help. All right, so we'll end this conversation here. But you see what I'm doing, right? Guys, you get that a little bit to make sense? Again, building rapport, starting conversation, that's how you're going to, connect with people, build relationships with people, and, get them to the next step. If there is a possibility or an opportunity for you to present an opportunity which is a solution to whatever it is they're struggling with, whether it be health and wellness, whether it's finances, whether it's um, traveling the world, whatever it is, once they share with you what they're struggling with, then you can offer what you have for as a solution. But you don't want to be out there, just pitching and promoting because, as I said before, no one comes to social media to buy. So let's go back to the presentation and let's finish this up this evening. Um, did you get value this evening from what I shared? There will be a recording. The recording will be available in about a couple hours or so. I need to process it, but the recording will be available. Cool. I'm seeing yes, yes, tons of value, tons of value. Awesome. So I'm not sure why you're here this evening. Some people like to jump on webinars and learn some things, and they get back on the couch and they eat bonbons and drink beer. I'm hoping that you got value out of this evening and will actually go out there and take some action and really start to implement what I shared in this presentation. Again, I want to reiterate that the key that I want you key point I want to make tonight is that first slide I shared with you about social media. It's not selling media, right? If you want, I know we all need to make money. I know we all want to get leads. I know we all want to get sales. But if you talk to someone and come from that perspective, um, that it's all about you, it's all about what you need and what you want, they can sense that and they can feel that. And they will, the person that you're talking to will feel like you're just out to make a buck. You're just out to get them into something, right? And that's not how you will build a profitable and sustainable online business, right? And so you gotta, understand that it's not about you. Yes, you need money. Yes, you need leads. Yes, you need sales, but it's about the person you're talking to. It's about what they need, and uncovering what their problems are, what their challenges are, and really making friends online. That's what it is, making friends online, and then providing a solution if the person needs a solution and you have a solution for them. So that's the big picture, here you would not close people from the initial conversation. That's just a fact, right? People will not, and that's totally fine. It's going to take some time. You need to view your Facebook, friends and fans as your email list, with each friend being a new subscriber, and each status video and photo or thing you put up on your profile, anything you post as an email, as a timeless email. A lot of people who don't go on to join you from your initial message will watch you for days, weeks, months, and even years. As long as you are posting the right kind of content, they will eventually, here's the kicker, they will eventually ask to join whatever it is you're doing and buy from you. This is how you get people to ask for your link. This is key. So you gotta be consistent, right? Gotta set clear expectations. You gotta provide relevant value to your audience, and you really have to manage your time. You can do everything I just shared with you this evening in 30 minutes per day, right? You don't have to spend 2 hours on your business, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 14, unless you want to. You don't have to. But you can do everything I share with you today in 30 minutes per day and generate leads for your business and generate sales as well. So consistency. In order to see success with what I share with you this evening, it's going to require, you be consistent, right? You can't try it for a week or 2 weeks and because you haven't made six figures in that time frame, it doesn't work. The tips and tricks I shared with you this evening take at least a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for the compound effect to take place, depending on how many people you're messaging on a daily basis, right? But you gotta be consistent. Set clear intentions, right? You have to come up with a clear set of intentions of how many people you're going to connect with each day. How many people will you reconnect with each day? And how many people will you want to recruit, each day or each week? Then do it, right? You got to be committed, got to set clear expectation. You also have to have relevant value, right? If all you have to offer is your company and your company's products, you'll need to meet a lot more people than usual to make real connections and make sales. And to be quite honest, you're actually leaving money on the table because the reality is 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 people you talk to about your business opportunity are not going to join you. And if you stay tuned to the very end, I'll show you, we'll talk about how you can actually profit from the people who actually say no to you. But you want to learn and arm yourself with some other solutions that will serve your prospects' goals that you can actually earn money from. That's definitely not just your business opportunity. You also have to manage your time, right? Allocate a specific amount of time each day, even on the weekends, to do all of this daily. 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes you can get all this done. Don't multitask while doing this method, right? Focus 100% on networking with people, prospecting, and building relationships, right? One thing that I see a lot of people get, stuck with is that they actually, when they're messaging people and doing the routine or whatever, they get stuck and come back when people respond right away. Right, you have to. I encourage people to get the tasks done. Like if you're doing birthdays, if you're doing, Facebook authority pages, comments. Focus on getting that task done first. Your number, let's say it's five authority posts or five, messages out. Get those messages out first, right? And then if you have time, if people start responding back, then respond. You don't have to respond right away to someone's message, right? This guy just started talking to you a few minutes ago. I messaged, we exchanged messages, 3 or 4 messages together, and now I'll respond to him when I'm ready. That's just the way it is. I'm doing other stuff. So the reality is everything I share with you today, it took a lot of work. I spent, thousands of dollars on courses, live events, training, coaching, and mentorship. I went through the trial and error of social media, right? I had several, as I said before, several Facebook accounts shut down. So I'm just curious, right? How would it feel, to end the frustration of feeling like, a failure and finally start getting results on social media, right? I'm saying yes, it'll feel amazing. Okay, great, great, great. How would it feel to follow some simple instructions, have fun, and have it actually produce commissions for you, right? How would that feel? Definitely great. Incredible. Okay, cool, cool, cool. How would it feel if not only you get your business on track, but truly, truly feel like a different, more accomplished person? And how about if you had the leadership and guidance and support to help you build a profitable business online using social media so you can finally end that pain and struggle? I'm seeing great, seeing great. So here are just a few testimonials of folks that I've worked with in the past. This is, Mike Lewis. He says, 7 new leads and counting. Oh, yeah, and a sweet commission doesn't hurt. Thank you, Antonio Thompson. This is Celine Monique on the right, reaching the leadership board in an affiliate program that we promote together. Here's some comments on a training I did. Jennifer says, "Thank you for making my transition into network marketing a positive one. I really gained a lot of insight and tips into helping grow my business. I appreciate you taking the time to answer all of my questions and help me to understand the things that were a little over my head and out of my comfort zone. You have an infectious personality which makes you approachable and an amazing mentor and coach. I wish you nothing but continued success." Another testimonial from Alex. Alex says, "Thank you so much for Social Recruiting Mastery Bootcamp, which you poured your heart and soul into, and which you gave us step-by-step, amazingly meaty value for 5 weeks, and did it totally free of charge and without demanding anything in return. I have never personally experienced such generosity online. May you be richly rewarded for your truly wanting to help and for helping those who are hungry for education, and how to build a successful business online." So I definitely want to help and work with you to help you get results in your business. And here's really how we do it, right? I am doing a 30-day coaching program where I'm going to work with 10 business owners, entrepreneurs, to help them get results in their business. To apply, simply send me an email at Antonio@AntonioRThompson.com with the subject 30-day coaching program with your phone number and the best time to call you tomorrow. Definitely want to get this kicked off as soon as possible, but send me an email today, tonight before you go to bed, and let me help you grow your business. I I will definitely we'll have a conversation about what the coaching program entails, how many coaching calls, um, obviously the investment as well, but it's not astronomical in terms of the expense. It's not even in the four-figure range. So definitely want to help people get results in their business in the next 30 days. And so if this is a fit for you, something you want to move forward with and get some hands-on assistance, definitely shoot me an email and let's do this. So at this point, I think that's all the slides. Yep, that's it. I will open up for questions. If you do have questions, definitely put them in the chat box, the question box below, and I'll get to them. And if there are no questions, we'll just definitely close this out. This training has been recorded, and the recording will be available in about an hour and a half or so, okay? But I thank you all for tuning in and listening. I hope you got tons of value out of this training. But at this point, if you have questions, definitely put them in the chat box. It's a quiet crowd here, not seeing any questions, unless you're typing. Alrighty. I'll wait another couple of seconds. I know we're going a little bit over, um, but alrighty. Cool, man. So if there are no questions, you can definitely email me at AntonioRThompson.com to find out more information about the 30-day coaching program. As I said before, it's definitely affordable. It's not going to be something that's crazy expensive. So definitely shoot me an email, AntonioRThompson.com. And we can set up a time to talk and I can tell you more about the coaching program and how I can help you grow your business and work together hand by hand, step by step guidance on how to grow your business online. So with that, I'm going to close it out for the evening. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Actually, we have another webinar tomorrow. I'm doing a webinar on how to become a social media rock star. How to brand yourself online and get people to call you a rock star and another Beyonce, Justin Bieber, whatever it is, and how to build a brand online. Very simple stuff. But I'll be doing that tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. The link will be available soon. So take care and have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.